What's up everyone, Criddle here, and I wanted to remake this video as I made one yesterday, but some of you pointed out a couple of errors. I also found a couple of errors myself, so I wanted to make sure I was bringing you all the best information possible. So here is the new updated info on Keragos the Watcher. So Keragos the Watcher is a level 50 mob. It is a group chevron mob, but it has no traits. It's a 15-minute respawn, and we were able to down this mob with a 48 warrior, 48 monk, 48 necro, 47 summoner, 45 cleric, 44 enchanter, and we did have buffs from a level 30 shaman, but I do believe we could do this very easily without the shaman there. In fact, last night we did this mob multiple times without the shaman there, so it is very doable with a single group. As for abilities, there are 4 different abilities you want to look out for. The first is Almighty Roar, which is an AoE stun that targets several group members, including pets. 20-second cooldown, 3.5 second cast time with a 3-second duration. We did notice as the fight was going on that the targets did seem to stay the same throughout the entirety of the fight unless new targets were added to the list. So as long as no one new comes into the fight, you can expect the same several targets to be stunned every time for the Almighty Roar. The second ability is Rip and Tear. It's a high physical damage double attack on the tank. It's a 15-second cooldown with a 1.4 second cast time. I recommend using defensive cooldowns during this as it is the hardest hit that the enemy does. The third ability is Tail Swipe. This is a frontal cone AoE. It's a 20-second cooldown, 3.5 second cast time, and as long as everyone stays behind the mob, you will not have an issue except for on the tank, which they will take some pretty big hits, up to 300 or 400 damage on a crit, so just be prepared for big hits on the tank during that ability. And the final ability is Dragonfire Bolt. It does approximately 150 to 200 fire damage with a 20-second cooldown and a 3.5 second cast time. Other than that, Keragos does hit fairly hard with his auto attack, around 50 to 200 damage on a geared tank, so slow helps significantly with this damage. Other debuffs I would recommend are armor reduction and resistance reduction just to make the fight go a bit faster. Overall, the fight is fairly easy with simple tank and spank mechanics, but it is an endurance fight and lasts for about 10 to 15 minutes with a single group. So long as you have a decently high level tank, I would recommend around level 48 or higher. And an efficient healer, the fight is an easy win. Of course, you could bring additional healers and DPS to make the fight go a little bit more smoothly and faster. I would like to see more fights like this going forward, especially with ads being released later this year, fingers crossed. Ads or mechanics players must dodge would be great, but hopefully we'll see something new and exciting too. As for loot, Keragos drops a certificate of achievement that sells for exactly 5 platinum. No other drops are on Keragos, and Keragos is not skinnable. In the future, I would love to see mobs like this be skinnable as a means to craft high-end gear and giving adventurers a target to go after and crafters something to strive for. Anyway, that is it for the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!